All right. Welcome, everybody. Kailey loves it. She loves it.
That was four.
I guess I'm going for a record, but welcome everyone to another episode of Little Coffee Chats with Zach and Kailey. My name is Zach Mann.
And my name is Kailey Mann.
And we are delighted.
You seem really excited today.
Oh, I have a lot to
You're
talk
like
about
bursting.
today. I am really excited because we have so much to go over. And also, we have our first bonus episode as well that we're going to be releasing. So there's a lot going on. I'm very excited about it.
A lot going on in the world of Little Coffee Chats.
So much. Are you sipping on some coffee, though?
I'm sipping on coffee. I'm sipping on creamer.
What's your creamer today?
Okay, I was hoping you were going to ask.
Oh, no, really? What was that?
Because, okay, I very, when we were talking about creamer with our friend Kendall, I was like, we're creamer girls. We love trying creamers.
Sure.
We're all about it. And I said, but I'll try any creamer, but I still won't buy like Coffee Mate. This is a Coffee Mate creamer. It's like a brown butter chocolate chip something. And I just had looked at it one too many times and I just needed to try it. And honestly, the nutritional facts are not that different from like a Starbucks creamer, which is also what I get. Ingredients, however, are very different.
Is it from Target?
No, this one was from Ralph's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that where I found it?
It's
I think.
okay.
Yeah. I know. It's fine. It's just one Coffee Mate creamer. It's not going to do anything.
This holiday season, every holiday season, you're kind of having to usually go outside your normal creamer because there's so many exciting flavors that come out.
I have a lot of testing and trying to do. Absolutely.
And I'm sure there's more coming. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I also have the Starbucks maple pecan latte creamer. Ooh. That's oat milk, which I thought you would maybe be excited to try, but you were like, I don't really like pecan. So
right now I'm using the Lily Cup mug, which I just love so much. We're drinking, unfortunately, not Lily Cup coffee. It's actually Starbucks Christmas blend, which I love. And then using Sown Sweet and Creamy.
The Huge,
which Rachel introduced us to.
Yeah, thank God for that. Rachel, that was like your best recommendation ever, maybe.
Well, I use it 5 or 6 times a day. So yeah.
We think about you every day when we use it.
Absolutely. Okay, let's quickly do let's jump into a show.
Let's jump into it.
Because you had a lot of thoughts on the show and we didn't really do a big recap or conversation about it. Selling Sunset.
Okay, Selling Sunset.
And there's a lot of news now about it too, which kind of just broke. So what was your take on the last season and some of the drama?
Selling Sunset season 9 was a disaster of epic proportions. No,
it kind of was.
It kind of was. It was edited really crazily. Yeah. I think giving them a huge benefit of the doubt, I think they had to edit around a lot of stuff because of the fires.
Yeah, which totally makes
showing
sense.
These bougie, really like multi-million-dollar houses and selling them to people. You actually never see them sell a house at all this entire season. And I think part of that was they were trying to be sensitive to everyone in LA and just like the nature of how heavy this city felt for so long. Yeah. I think it's starting to feel better at this rate, but I think maybe when they were filming and then editing, they were still under that pressure. And
I think so.
That makes sense. And those people the realtors are right in the thick of it and had to deal with a lot of that and have a lot of empathy and understanding for what every side people are going through. So I think they had that as an issue. Yes. Now, aside from that, everything else I have I can't imagine an excuse for, aside from the fact that Jason, one of the twins, is an EP. And I think definitely had stuff cut out.
Oh.
And has asked and has threatened many times, if it's not cut out, we're done with the show. That's what the word on the street is.
Whoa. Things about himself or for the
I think
the
things
staff?
About the staff that would make anyone look negative, unless it's someone that they're okay with pushing out, which I'll get to.
Right.
And unfortunately, because of that, because I think some of the tougher conversations that maybe these women had on screen, because they were cut out or edited in an odd way, it didn't make anyone look good, really, aside from, like, Chelsea's the only person who I think I didn't have a negative, thought about at all, because she was just I also was so curious about her divorce and like kind of surprised we didn't see more about that. Anyway, everyone else was just like, Mary was all over the place this season. She seemed really like jumpy, jittery. She went through a lot, but she just did not feel stable at all.
It felt like maybe she should have just stepped away from the season.
Maybe.
Because what was going on camera, especially after, I tend to fall asleep watching our shows, right? Well, at the end of the reunion, it auto-played episode 1, season 1 of Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
And the opening's like Mary, and she's chipper, and she's coherent, and she's like a totally different person.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, where did that person go? And also, I don't think you have to even go to season 1 to get to that version of Mary.
No.
The version of Mary you're seeing in this season is someone who I don't think, and I think that's who Jason, if anyone's protecting anyone, I bet they're protecting Mary.
I think so.
Okay.
I would agree with that. Absolutely. Mary's like an OG for them. Who knows what secrets they keep for each other and how they protect each other.
Didn't they date at some point?
I
Seriously?
think they did date
right?
at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. Jason has a track record of dating his employees. Whatever. Hey, it's LA. No.
Well, they don't really sell houses, so they're not really employees.
I guess not. No.
I'm kidding.
I know you're kidding. Mary has actually worked very hard her whole entire life to get to where she is.
Well, season 1 too is like they actually worked a lot.
Yes.
Or you saw that.
Well, okay,
at
so
least.
that's like kind of the broad strokes, or that you don't really get to see them do their job or any of the fun stuff that made Selling Sunset so good in the first few seasons.
Yeah.
All we're seeing are these women fight over like either petty to really nasty things, and it's not enjoyable.
Correct.
I always say this, especially when it comes to Real Housewives. People like drama, but there is a fine line. There's a fine line between it being like fun and entertaining and a line where it is nasty and it just drags the energy down. And this season was nasty and it didn't feel good at all.
And nobody could ever like just get to a place like, okay, I said my piece. As nasty as it is, it was like, I'm going to keep going on it. I'm never going to stop. And that also gets boring to watch. We're watching the same thing over and over and over and over again in the same locations over.
Yeah, and I
over
also
over.
got the feeling that a lot of the women cannot be in a room together.
Yeah.
Like the only time you ever see the whole cast together was at maybe like 2 dinners, maybe.
Yeah, they left
But
one of them.
it just feels like, it just feels like they can't all be together at all. And that's bizarre for a working environment and bizarre for their TV working environment too.
What'd you think of them all leaving that one dinner? Well, actually, there's 2 moments in the season. Mary being like, cut the cameras in her house when the flowers arrived, and then at the dinner.
The dinner with Nicole when she says the thing about Chrishell's parents.
Yeah.
I think if you're a housewife, you sit at that dinner and you make it through those hard moments and you get back to like having fun and being silly and goofy. It's hard for a cast to be able to do that. It's very rare. You have that with Original in New York and you have it with Salt Lake City.
Do you think there's an age thing that like maybe you got to be in your 40s or 50s to be able to handle that? Like I feel like a Countess Luann moment, she would just sit there sipping a martini. Like another drink, please. You know,
I think there could be. That could be part of it. It also could be because the women on Selling Sunset might think that the show is about one thing and not like their actual lives.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
think they could think of it differently, but the longer you're on reality TV, the more those lines are blurred, and you don't get to just like leave all the time.
Well, yeah, when you get pitched a show like Selling Sunset, maybe you're pitched like, oh, it's not like the Kardashians. It's more like something else. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay, I don't got to bring up things. Then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you're a character who's dating somebody and they have a breakup. You're someone who's now a famous breakup with Chrishell's case, or someone now who's dating someone who's LGBTQ. And you start, these are huge things in their lives, and that starts implicating other people's storylines of, oh, are you pro this or anti this? And it gets kind of political, which is the worst place a show can go. Because even, we can all agree that we like watching reality TV to escape, not to be in the middle of a Facebook comment thread, right? And
it got there with Chrishell and Emma. Emma's boyfriend is a nightmare. I don't even know. I'm on Chrishell's side with this because I also would have a really hard time with this if my best friend were dating someone like this guy.
Yeah. I mean, Blake seems like a guy that needs to be with somebody who can be with a guy like Blake. And it didn't seem like that worked in their relationship based on what we saw.
Yes.
Like, not to shit on Blake.
I don't really want to get too into it, but ultimately he seems like he's proud to use the N-word while rapping because his black friends told him that was okay.
Yeah, he comes
Allegedly.
from so much privilege in his
You're
mind.
going to say that in front of Chelsea, who's also one of your best friends on the show? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Anyway, what I wanted to say is that I think it started to edge the conversation with Emma's boyfriend, but I think like they cannot take political stances on the show, it seems, because their clientele would be massively offended.
Yes.
So you have to exclude a huge part of what these conflicts are probably really about on the show. I mean, Chrishell has always stood up for what she believes in, and she makes her where she stands known politically as well.
Yeah.
But pretty much no one else on the show does. And maybe they feel like they can't, or else they'll lose clients, or they themselves have those beliefs too. I don't know. But it feels like so much of the conversations got cut out because of that.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. That's not a bad point. Okay. I think we've done enough of Selling Sunset.
Also, Chrishell is out for the next season. She's done. Chrishell's done with Selling Sunset. And I have a feeling Chelsea might be too. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not confirmed.
You know, not necessarily good riddance, but like they need this it's not working. If the show is just about that, it's not like a show anymore.
No. And I think Chrishell can move on to other things.
Yeah, exactly.
And she'll do very well. She'll like do what? Hosting, acting, maybe a reality TV show with her and G Flip on the road on tour. So that would be really fun. Yeah. Get her out of like having to be nasty and deal with the nastiness.
Yeah. You're right. Or maybe what if she goes on to Housewives?
Well, I would love that. She actually would be
Wouldn't she be
really good?
Well, yeah. I know that she's obviously in a relationship, but also I was thinking that a crossover to The Bachelorette, but we already have one Mormon wife. Not that Chrishell is, but
can't wait.
That's
I can't believe
thing.
We have to wait until the spring.
Okay.
Anyway.
So let's now jump into episode 2 of I Love LA. So we talked about I Love LA last week. Rachel Sennett's I think it's her TV show, created by TV show debut, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the first episode, the pilot. We talked about how it kind of gave us some of those like comedy vibes that we've been missing when shows like Girls and Insecure go off the air. You're like, what's next? Like, why aren't there a lot more of these? And with Overcompensating on Amazon, a show that you just absolutely love. The English Teacher a little bit is like another one of those like half-hour comedies. We didn't talk about that, but we also love that show. Because we don't watch broadcast comedies, which is probably the place where most of the shows exist that would be like, oh, do you watch this comedy? Because we don't do that, there aren't really a lot. So we are kind of depending on, once a week from HBO or once in every 5 years, really, a show to come out. So episode 2 came out. You got to give me your recap. I mean, what did you think of it? Did it go in the direction that you imagined it going?
I think it's going to go in like a wackier direction than I anticipated. Okay. Like it's willing to go places I didn't think it would, like with the friend who's trying to make them do drugs and like get them in trouble, and getting blackmail photos of Rachel's boyfriend. I don't know the character names yet. I'm so sorry about that.
Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson.
Who's great. I thought he had a great episode.
Like it actually has a little bit more Broad City comedy in it. A little bit like raising the stakes, comedy wise. The drama, I think like the first episode was a little bit more of like the drama aspect than the comedy aspect. And this one was like zany in a way.
Yeah, a little bit more goofy and playful comedy. It's not as serious. Like when the girl, the vice president of creative or whatever, and she sits in, the friend at the creative meeting, they talk about a show that's literally about her, which I cannot wait to see what that's going to be like. Oh my
God, yeah.
And it's, her story about, what was her story? Hooking up in a car? No.
They needed a convertible
story. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that is going to go. Not everyone is the glue isn't really there for them all. I wish they had like hold on. You know how I love like Sex and the City? They go to that restaurant and hang out. I mean, it's a very classic moment. I don't, what is that for this show? I wish they had that where they all kind of come together and have like a brunch.
Well, the first episode, we got to see them, how they operate together. Right. And the second episode was them all apart. Individual
That's
worlds.
True. Okay, good point. So the third one will probably
establishing,
start.
And then I think we'll get back
fair.
into it.
That's fair.
And I love that they get to have their own stories. They do not have to all just exist only together.
No, totally.
And
agree.
that is very Sex and the City. It's Girls. It's following that.
What did you think of the guest star? I was gasping.
Oh my God, Ya'll.
That was so fun.
That was a great character for her.
I hope
love
she
that.
doesn't. I hope she stays around. I know she's
Me
awful.
too.
I know
wanna
she's
see
awful.
her.
She's like the most awful of all the.
She's like awful but amazing.
She's literally more awful than even the awful friend. Because that's like, I mean, that's like ruthless.
Yeah.
And then she gets called out, being like, remember when no one would dress you and I got you that? Like,
yeah.
I love that. I mean, how true is that?
It's all so true. Yeah. It's all based off of shit
which
they
gives
know.
like that kind of stuff is where I go, okay, this is like Girls Entourage.
Yes.
It's like
it is more Girls
Entourage.
Entourage. It's Entourage.
But she was great.
She was great.
I loved it.
Listen, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I need to do a weekly episode by episode update. I think I need to start taking it in as like the whole, and then we'll come back to it by the end of the season.
Okay.
But I'm really enjoying it. I will take any show I can get about women between the ages of like 24 and 40. Please.
Okay, well, you got that one. And I don't know if this counts as one too, but we started watching Apple's new show called Pluribus from the creator of a show that you did not watch because you think it's too dirty and gross, Breaking Bad. Another
it gave
show,
me nightmares.
Another show you did not watch, Better Call Saul, because you didn't watch the first, you didn't watch Breaking Bad, which you don't actually have to watch them both. But Pluribus, what a pilot episode. I mean, I don't think we need to give anything away necessarily, but do you have any like first kind of thoughts on what you were watching and your take on Vince Gilligan and his style?
Oh, I love the style that he shoots. Like you were saying, I love the wides and like staying in it, and you get to see people like creeping up from a corner or like all of this other action that you don't need like two cameras on something to like, oh, here's this person and this is where this person is. Like just using the wide is really cool. You know me, I could have just stayed in a world of following a depressed author on a book tour.
I know you could have.
I was like, take me to all the Barnes and Nobles. Let's do it.
You may get that. Who knows?
I don't know. But she is so miserable. I'm like, please. I need something to start happening. After we've watched now the first 2 episodes, I need to start. The change is going to have to start happening for her, I think.
Yeah, I love the idea of an alien-like takeover that is unlike anything you've ever seen, and what that looks like from the perspective of people who are not taken over by the aliens, right? Because like that's always a thought that you have is like, okay, you're in a zombie world, but there's maybe 1,000 of you left in the zombie world, but most people are actually zombies. So what's their POV? As zombies, right?
Yeah.
And this is a world where most people are not uninfected, right? They have been infected by this code. And I love seeing that. And I think it's really interesting to see like, why push? Why fight against it? We talk about that with you. You're like, I would never survive like a zombie horde. It's like,
I wouldn't.
What a miserable life that would be. In some ways, I would feel the same way in this scenario. But like, do I really want to be fighting forever to have some semblance of what? Like that life is over now.
Well, what if you still had all of your consciousness, but I turned into one of the greater consciousness, one of the pluribus?
Well, that's the idea, right?
Would you stay with me? Would you want to still be around me? Or would you like, what's your mindset there?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because who else? You don't know anyone else either. But could you be around me if I weren't me?
Well, that's the thing.
Or would just looking at me be enough?
Well, I think over time you would just get over that.
Yeah.
Because eventually you go, oh, that's not Kailey at all. It's actually everyone on Earth. So I wouldn't have it at first. You'd be like, it's Kailey. But then after a few days, weeks, months, whatever, it would be like, oh, this isn't Kailey at all. It's literally everyone on Earth, including my alive parents, which is weird. So like, what are you going to do in that scenario?
Yeah, that's
right?
weird.
It's like, it's really weird. They only talk about that. But like, I guess they can shut off who is thinking and who is doing what, and they talk to each other. But like, so if you start really digging deep into it, it gets kind of creepy and weird. So I don't know.
It is creepy and weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I'd rather just be part of the system, I guess. But we don't really know yet what they're doing. Because like once they cater to these people, we don't know like what the next step is. Like, what do you do when everyone is that? They don't really seem to have a plan that we know of yet. So I'm very curious.
It's got
to be sinister, right? It can't just be.
I don't know how it's not sinister if it's like you are forcing everyone to act and behave one way.
Because I guess the thought would be not in the if this is a real thing, which is it's not, but the thought would be in this fantastical world that could you reverse it? Like that would be the idea, right?
Right.
Could whatever's inside her, like as a chosen one,
right?
Could that be exploited the same way that they were all exploited,
right?
And reverse everyone back? And then would you want that? But wanting that equals what? War and famine and all these horrible hardships and people suffering.
Well, they already killed 886 million people, so do they care?
But that wasn't on purpose.
Kill some more to save
whatever that means.
I don't know.
I like it.
It's a really interesting show. We won't know what any of it means for a few seasons, probably, just like Severance.
How fun was it when the guy arrives in Air Force One? I love that idea. Like I love the idea.
Yeah, there would be some people who would take advantage of the system.
Absolutely.
And I think I would for like a couple of days and be like, oh, okay, this is boring.
Yeah. Well, and like, you know, the early feeling that most people are getting to is like the idea of these characters, they are accessing all the information that's ever existed in the world, just like our phones can.
Yeah.
It is AI. It is, you know, if you could access everything you've ever needed to know, how do I cook these eggs? Or how do I make this cocktail? Or how do I build this thing, right? If you could have all that access, like, does it make you a better person? I think the answer that the creator is telling us is that all this knowledge and all of this access is actually not making us better at all. Mm-hmm. It's actually furthering divide and division from the haves and the have-nots. So we'll see how that goes. But I really like it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a great use of a lot of money.
I know you watch, you go, whoa,
compared
this
to
is a
Frankenstein.
huge budget. Oh,
Frankenstein. We're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to get into
At
Frankenstein.
least not today, because we have. Oh my God, did we go over all of our things?
No, we have to talk about the Grammys.
Well, yeah, it's our big thing of the day.
Yeah.
The Grammys came out, the nominations came out, and we watched them live. We actually posted about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our favorites got nominated.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about some of that?
Well,
especially like in the Best New Artist category.
Yeah, we were really happy for our dear friends in the Best New Artist category. I don't know why it feels like I know them. Like I have genuine excitement for them, such
Addison
as
Rae.
Addison Rae, who we love.
Yes.
Olivia Dean,
who
Zach is absolutely obsessed with, if not in love with. And hey, who isn't? Who else?
Cat's Eye.
Oh, Cat's Eye! Talk about a Netflix show that we loved.
Yes.
I could watch.
We should do a rewatch.
I would love to do a rewatch. I love anything that has to do with like auditioning, dancing, singing.
Well, and now
casting.
some of the girls from Cat's Eye, or from the show, from the show who didn't make it into Cat's Eye, they're having their own career paths now too, including some on new shows about bands being made and individual success. So that's
is that show coming? Where's that show?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's coming soon.
I forgot about that.
I know. They're a little Texas girl.
I know, she was so cute.
I know, she's so
good. Okay. Yeah. Really exciting for the Best New Artists.
Yep. The nominations.
It's interesting, like, who gets nominated for Best New Artist, but none of their music is nominated. How did they come to that?
That's a great question, because I think that's where I think some of the things happened that were very unfortunate for the Grammys. For me this year was that these artists in particular, I felt Olivia Dean and Addison Rae had songs that were worthy of being recognized separately. Mm-hmm. Did not get recognized.
You can't tell me Diet Pepsi isn't one of the best songs you've ever heard in your life.
Thank you. Diet Pepsi is that good. And I know the old hat of the Grammys are like, it's not real music. It's all made in it's all MIDI and it's all this, all that. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Like, okay, grandpa.
Grow up.
And then you have some artists like Leon Thomas got nominated in many categories outside of the Best New Artist thing, which is great, but I don't know much about his music. So I'm a pop girly. I think Diet Pepsi is a great song.
We're pop girlies.
Yeah. But that is, you could then point and go, well, about Leon Thomas, and all of a sudden now I'm like out of touch. So I get it, like I don't know that music, but I do think Olivia Dean, Man I Need is as good as, if not, like Adele, Hello,
Well, then my question is, did that come out in the right window of time then? for this year or for 2027?
Sure. No, for sure. They're basing these
okay.
off that. And then there's like the snubs. So like I think those are snubs because who got nominated a lot for a song without even an album was Billie Eilish. You know, she had a song that came out that wasn't part of an album. She wasn't touring it. And she gets nominated for like song and record and all this stuff.
Grammy Academy is obsessed with Billie Eilish.
I know, and I don't want to take something away. I want to add.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm saying cut out Billie. That's that's not deserved. It's like, but these songs do need that. They are deserved. That's why they're best. That's why they're nominated for Best New Artist because of the songs that are some of the biggest songs. Even
they wouldn't be artists without their songs.
You don't even like the song "Ordinary" by Alex Warren, but like that song is massive. That's not even nominated.
I just think Ordinary is like secret Christian propaganda.
It is, but it's okay.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, and it is.
I've heard it too many times.
Yeah, but like that song's not even nominated, which is insane. So I think it's a big miss. And of course, my HAIM girls with Relationships not nominated is a huge miss. It was nominated for Best Rock Album. The I Quit album was nominated for Best Rock Album. They've never won a Grammy.
Could happen.
But based on the fact that none of their songs were nominated, I think it's not going to happen. It doesn't. It's like when Evermore was nominated for a Grammy, and then
Evermore was only nominated for Album of the Year. That was it. It wasn't anything else.
How insane is that?
Well, I don't know what they put themselves up, like what they submitted for. I don't know. So,
okay, but there's snubs.
Yeah,
the biggest snub that we think that existed on Grammy night for what we are interested in is Gracie Abrams.
Yeah. I almost thought, well, did she get nominated for Best New Artist last year? No, she got nominated for her song with Taylor. But yeah.
Why do you think that happened? What's your take on that?
Why do I think she didn't get nominated? Because people are haters? I have no idea. Yeah. Or maybe next year is the year. Like, I don't know how long you can be putting out music to be considered a Best New Artist, but I know for some it's like, oh, now you're nominating them like for Best New Artist? Who knows? I'm not sure. But we just were watching her Red Rocks show last night. The crowds that she gets, the way that she puts on a live show, she's phenomenal and incredible. Yeah. And I think people always want to discredit women, and they want to discredit women who entered the business because of a parent. Right. Or had an easier time getting into the business because of a parent and can pay for certain things. Perceived. Here is the thing that I think about Nepo babies. Someone could open a door for them, but for them to stay, they actually have to be good and they actually have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Like Bella and Gigi Hadid would not be famous models if they didn't have a good work ethic and looked the way that they looked, Right. It just drives me crazy when people say that because I'm like, who's showing up at their concerts and performing live for hours in front of the thousands of girls who want to see them? Yeah. It's Gracie.
Right. Yeah. Or opening on tour, opening for artists
Taylor
too.
Swift.
Which is again, it's the work. She put in the work for it. It's not like she's taking over Goldman Sachs and okay, now I'm the new CEO of Goldman Sachs. It's like, oh, well, what did you do to get there? Well, I graduated from a community college and then spent time on a cruise ship and whatever, right? She has to put in the work. But I do think there's just there is this stubbornness of the old hat. And even some of the younger cats too, probably, that just kind of want to discredit some of these people.
The older hats and the younger cats.
Yeah. Hey, they exist. Yeah. And we've heard we don't have a ton of industry music friends, but the ones that we do know that when we bring up Gracie as an artist that we like, they've all said, oh, well, she doesn't write her own songs. And there's almost this negative feedback on her. So
I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
Does write a lot of her
but I don't know what that really means. Is she she seems like a nice person. I doubt it's that, but maybe it's just that there's maybe it is. She needs to do it twice. They're going to make her do it. Somber 20-year-old guy kind of comes out of nowhere. They're like, okay, this guy feels more authentic. Gracie, you want to prove that you're in it to win it? Next album. Then we'll give you credit. But that's what it seems like.
It's annoying.
It reads like that, at least to me, is why.
Well, people also think a big snub this year was Lorde. I know you're not really into Lorde's music, but that album people loved and were surprised. I don't think she got any nominations for anything.
Yeah, I kind of forgot she released an album. That's what's part of it too. If you're not getting played or a big PR push, it's tough.
It's hard, but it's also I think she had the same PR or an attempt at the same kind of PR train behind it as Brat did last summer. But
The songs didn't hit.
Brat is so brat.
Brat is so brat.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, they tried. Look, hey, being nominated is a big deal.
Yes.
I get that. So even one nomination like means a lot. And we can sit here and be like, oh, this artist should have gotten more nominations or they should have won. But like a nomination is a big deal. I think that they did a pretty good job. The Grammys did, to be totally fair. And they did, and I think with Addison Rae being included, which I've talked about this with some friends who were like, yeah, right. I'm like, no, she is legit.
We've really tried to convince a lot of people to get into Addison Rae.
So I feel a little vindicated. I know it's
totally
a huge moment
vindicated.
for her.
Also, I want to say, huge win for Justin Bieber to get nominated for Album of the Year. I was completely shocked, but also excited for him. That's someone who's been in the industry for a really long time. And I think it's the first Album of the Year nomination for him.
It probably is.
And then also Lady Gaga, tons of nominations for her. So happy for her. I also love that Lady Gaga is having a huge year and it's not a Grammy year for Beyonce or Taylor Swift. So I don't have to worry about that.
That was on purpose. Guaranteed that was on purpose.
I think they do coordinate for sure.
The
Next year, I'm already thinking about the 2027 Grammys. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm just going to put that out there.
Is there going to be new music from Beyonce, you think?
We'll have Act 3 from Beyonce. I think she's starting to tease it in from some of her holiday collection clothes. There's this thing called like Echo Town that people are kind of thinking is going to be part of the next like Act 3 in Echo Town. It's kind of rock and so I think we'll have Beyonce, we'll have Taylor.
Yep.
This new Rosalia album is
big.
Oh my God. I sent it to Lauren Berger today. I said, if you're
Is it all out now? The whole thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's, it takes music to another level. You're blending genres. I said, Lauren, if you want to have your tits blown off, listen to this. She goes, well, I do.
That's a review. That's a Rolling Stone review. Are you auditioning to work at Pitchfork?
Yeah. I only say about 5 things when it comes to reviews, and having your tits blown off is the highest praise.
Yeah. How many tits were blown off? Both.
And a third I didn't even know I had.
Yeah. Blew off my third tit.
But anyway, this year is also so good. Like Tyler, the Creator, getting an album nomination.
Kendrick Lamar
leading all of it. Like it's going to be, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know we talk a lot about
so
the girlies
good
on this podcast, but like Bad Bunny and Kendrick really, and we talked about Bieber for a second, but like those three really had monster years. Mega.
And I think like Grammys wise, it's been mostly the girlies leading like the last couple of years too. So this is, I guess the guys got back to also Sabrina.
And then Sabrina, I know.
Well, we love our little Polly Pocket.
Look, I've been pushing Sabrina on you guys this whole time. She got nominated for Album of the Year, Song, I think, and maybe even Record of the Year, Pop Vocal Album, and others. It just proves that we are tastemakers over here. Obviously, Olivia Dean and Addison Rae we were pushing, but my biggest snub was my HAIM. I thought early on, I'm like, this should be an Album of the Year, and I've been pretty good on that.
Well, it's been meaningful to you, and that's what matters.
Yeah. I mean, look, a rock nom, it's a big deal. So I got it right a little bit.
Also, which 2 albums did Jack Antonoff produce that are both nominated for Album of the Year? Which ones?
Well, Man-Child, and you said was it Tyler, the Creator's album?
Kendrick's.
Yeah.
He's got range.
Yeah, he's got range. Good for him. Yeah. He's like kind of under and overrated at the same time. I don't even know what to say about him.
Yeah, he is not even properly rated. It is over and under somehow.
He's so, what's the word? Ubiquitous?
Ubiquitous.
Yeah, whatever you said. That it almost feels like you're like, I've seen enough of him, and you're like kind of over it. But at the same time, you're like, yeah, but he's really good. So it's kind of like annoying maybe that he's like really good and really diverse, but also you're like, can my favorite artists not work with him all the time because I'm ready for new sounds?
Right. But then hearing the Kendrick album and then hearing Sabrina and then thinking about our favorite Taylor working with him and wanting her to get away from him, I think I was wrongly blaming a lot of the choices on him. I go, oh, okay.
Sorry, Jack.
This is her taste. This is what she likes. Okay.
Honestly, she just needs to be with Travis. Travis helped out a lot. Thanks, Trav.
Oh, man.
Okay. Good job on that.
Great job. You nailed it.
So now I have a.
Do you have a question for me? Because I don't have a question for you.
Okay, I have a
But
pretty.
we can talk about what
I have a pretty serious question for you.
Oh,
that I'm very excited to do, and I think I want to do this maybe once a week. I'm going to have you blindly rank things. So I'm going to have you blindly rank Rolling Stones top 10 favorite Taylor Swift songs. Okay?
Okay, I have to get out my pen and paper just so I can think.
So I randomized them, by the way,
Okay.
so that it's not in their order, okay? But you know how this works, right?
Am I trying to guess how they ranked
No,
it or
you.
where
I want
would
you to
rank
place
them?
it. I want you to place it. That's more important, just to see what you would do.
Okay.
So I can only say one name at a time. Right now we're about to do a blind Kailey, blind rank the top 10 Taylor Swift songs according to Rolling Stone, but your version.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Marjorie. Where would that go?
I'm putting it at 7.
Okay.
Because it makes me cry. I don't like to listen to it too much.
Lover.
I'm going to put that at 8.
Okay. The Fate of Ophelia.
I am going to put that at 5.
Long Live.
I'm putting it at 9, even though I love all these songs, obviously.
All Too Well.
Is it the 10-minute version?
Yeah.
That's number 1 for me.
Wow. That was easy.
Yeah.
Delicate.
Oh my God, I love Delicate, but I'm putting it at 10 because I just don't know what is next. And by the way, if I had known Delicate earlier, I probably would have put it at like 5 or 7, but whatever.
Mirrorball.
I'm putting this at number 3 because for me, this resonates.
All right. There are 3 left.
Shit.
Blank Space.
I'm putting it at 6.
Oh. Okay. New Romantics.
I'm putting it at 4.
All right. Number 2, I think this is actually what you would have loved.
Okay.
August.
August? Okay. Oh my God. Yes. I would do All Too Well 10-minute version is number 1 and August is number 2.
All right, do the whole list.
But they're both tied for number 1 in my heart.
All right, say the whole list that you did.
So from 10 to 1.
Yeah. From 1 to 10.
1 to 10, All Too Well 10-minute version. 2, August. 3, Mirrorball. 4, New Romantics. 5, Fate of Ophelia. 6, Blank Space. 7, Marjorie. 8, Lover. 9, Long Live. And 10, Delicate.
Is it missing anything? Do you think you'd add something in there or take something out?
I would add Cruel Summer in here in my top 5 for sure.
Oh, okay.
And I also would add Maroon in here as well. From Midnight.
So you would take out the bottom 2?
I would take out for my top 5, I would put in, I think I would swap out Fate of Ophelia and I would put in Maroon. And for 4, I would take out New Romantics and I would put in Maroon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That was fun.
That was so fun. Okay, I'm glad I actually did what I did. My instincts were not
you did really good.
Crazy.
Yeah, you actually kind of knew what was going to happen, or you had good instincts. Okay, so is it time for Sip on This?
I think it's time for your favorite segment.
My favorite segment, which is Sip on This.
Sip on this.
Sip on this. Sip on this.
Okay, what are you sipping?
Okay, I have to check my notes. I think I wrote something down that was pretty good.
If you do say so yourself.
Oh, okay. So I'm sipping on finding new music artists to listen to that you love. Because it's the Grammy edition of it's our Grammy nomination edition of our podcast. And I just love the fact that like I never heard of or listened to music by some of these artists that are like all of a sudden I'm like obsessed with, you know?
Such as?
Well, Sabrina Carpenter, I didn't even know she really existed when she was doing Disney stuff. So like the last year or so, she's been a huge one. And obviously you can do like Chaperone, whatever. But like more immediate, Olivia Dean, never heard of her, didn't know ya, now obsessed with ya. Mm-hmm. Gracie Abrams, didn't know ya, didn't.
But you knew about them before the Grammys.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I know. I'm saying just in general, I'm sipping on the idea of finding new artists that you never knew existed that you like.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Just a brand new like angel comes into your life and just lights it up.
Yeah. It can happen. But in music.
It's incredible.
you know, I mean, obviously I could have done this, years ago. Every year you just have that. I love that. Every year there's a new opportunity for a new artist to
Who has it been for you for this year?
Like the number one?
So far.
Well, I was going to say, because I'm using this as an example, I was going to say Addison Rae, even though it's been like more like 12 months, because it's like really out of nowhere. And when Diet Pepsi came out, and I didn't even know if she was TikTok something or whatever. And so like, that's obviously a big one, but Olivia Dean too, kind of out of nowhere, which has been so exciting to watch her rise. And she's playing SNL this week, which is really exciting. I can't wait.
I can't wait to watch her beautiful face.
That's going to be huge for her.
Yeah.
It's going to be super huge. But yeah, that's the idea that you could like not know a musician and all of a sudden you find them and you're obsessed with them. It's really fun.
So exciting.
Who would you say was your 2025 version of that?
I would say, Youngblood. Forgot to mention Youngblood
Youngblood
in the nominations. Youngblood's album came out when we were in Europe in June, and I just love it. There's one of his songs I'm obsessed with. It's a 10-minute song. I love a 10-minute song. And it just evokes such a feeling in my chest for me that like, it's incredible. So Youngblood, Bad Bunny, I listened to a ton in the winter, and I hadn't really listened to Bad Bunny much before. And I guess right now I've been listening to Rosalia's new album as of yesterday. But holy shit. And also Lily Allen's new album. I haven't listened to these people before. Right. So even if they've like existed for a long time or had long careers, when they come into your life is unpredictable and beautiful.
Cautious Clay, another person that I've gotten into. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of gone away from some of my like easy listening stuff, like chill out playlists, which, kind of get.
You've gotten more specific.
I've gotten more specific this year. There's been a lot of good music this year.
Lots.
John Bellion is someone that, has a new album this year that finally you get to listen to. So I was kind of pinpointing more stuff. And then, it's been a great year for music, I think.
Absolutely.
A great year. Every year is a great year for music. If you're
paying attention.
If you open up your mind.
Yes.
All right, Kailey, what's your sip on this?
My sip on this week is internet friends.
Oh, yeah.
I am a huge proponent of internet friends turning into actual friends, or like internet friends who have known you for a really long time and you finally meet them in person.
Love it.
This is something that happened to me this week, and it's not even something that has just happened once or twice. Like, I have been blessed enough for this to happen regularly over the last several years. So as a lot of you may know or may not know, I either talk about this too much or too little. I don't know, but I had a blog in college called Snack Face, and I updated it every single day. And it was really like the heyday of blogs. So I would have thousands of individual readers on the blog every single day.
That's crazy.
And everyone was into commenting, and you commented on everyone else's blogs too. And from those comments in like 2009, 2010, 2011, I became familiar with a lot of people who became internet friends. And then some of them, fall off. And then some of them you follow on Twitter. And then you follow on Instagram when Instagram comes out. And then you follow on TikTok. And I think there have been years where maybe some people were way better at communicating with me. And I was a receiver of it. And then I have started to become better at returning it, I think. And I got to meet a friend who I got to coach actually during the pandemic, but we hadn't met in person until Saturday. She opened an amazing niche perfume boutique in Carlsbad. And I drove over there to go check it out and meet her in person. And it was amazing.
What's it called?
It's called The Dry Down. And
Incredible.
It's incredible. I'm obsessed. I love it.
I love that. It's like the modern day pen pal.
It is. And I think like the internet gets a bad rap, but for as much bad, like I think there's so much good that can come out of it if you let it and you nurture the positive relationships.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angel, for sharing.
Well, of course. You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, everyone, for downloading and sharing and favoriting and reviewing our podcast. It means so much to us. We love you guys so much. And it means so much that you guys do that every single week. You guys are downloading the episodes, and it means so much. So we just love you guys.
Love you. Thank you so much. And stay tuned for
Stay tuned for more because we actually will be dropping a bonus episode the week of Thanksgiving that will be about a kind of like a preview of our thoughts on the new season 12, I think, right? Season 12. I think it's season 12 of Vanderpump Rules. So it won't be an actual recap of the show because the show's not out yet, but we'll do a little preview episode and we'll launch it on the week of Thanksgiving because we'll be traveling, but also you'll be traveling too probably. So we love you guys and I can't wait to share that bonus episode weekly with you all as well.
Love you so much. We're so thankful
love
for you.
Bye guys.
Bye.
See ya.